the money, long time, no cash.
To my peeps and queens. Please represent by the album when I drop it. Please represent by the album when I drop it. Drop it.
Yeah, way to take it up, Myers.
Alright, I'm here with Meyers Leonard, center for the University of Illinois in the basketball team. He's a freshman here, and I'm gonna ask him questions about the NBA and the draft rule, how you have to wait a year before entering the NBA draft. So Myers, how do you feel about the NBA rule? And if you entered the draft last year right after college, do you think you would have entered it?
For myself, I don't think I was prepared enough and my skills were refined enough. But I think maybe after this year I might have a chance. But I think for some guys it's a good rule because they need to develop like myself, and they just need to go through the college experience to mature and get real coaching, because most high school coaches are just average. Not downing them though, and but then again, there's guys like LeBron and all those guys that there's always a chance of injury. So I think sometimes the rule's bad, but I guess from a maturity standpoint, it's good.
I talked about that as well. Injury is a big concern issue. Waiting out a whole year, that's a big issue. But the whole point of David Stern basically for making this rule was for the players to get the college life experience and mature a little bit more. Do you think that this rule, the intentions of this rule, you think it worked on you? Do you think you got this college experience?
Most definitely. When I was coming out of high school, I was pretty highly recruited and thought I would be an NBA type player, which I still am. But through my first year, and our year's over with now, we're still working out, but through my first year, I realized that if I had even thought about going to the NBA, it would have been a smack in the face for me. And even after going after this year, there would have been no chance. I think next year's a possibility, but I think for the most part, kids need to come to college, mature, go through things that they would go through somewhat with being on an NBA team, traveling and have to do all different kinds of things, and it's just it's a daily grind that I think helps you to mature to the NBA level.
So now, with all this basketball, now that you're in college, I've heard about how much you guys train. I hear about it's basically like having a full-time job on the side of school.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me how you manage your schoolwork and basketball here at the university.
Just like you said, it's like a full-time job. Most people think that athletes, and especially basketball players and probably like football players, the main core sports, get it so easy, and we get scholarship, we get everything paid for. Granted, that's nice, but it's extremely hard. Every day, it's a daily grind, like I said earlier. Having to travel, nonstop, sometimes for 2, 3, 4, 5 straight games, on the road, having to do papers. I can recall staying up till 2 a.m., waking up at 9 a.m. for breakfast, and then, going to, shoot around until we have a game that day, or being here and having to go to study hall for 8 hours, which is mandatory, or, waking up for AM weights. Just everything combined, it's very difficult, but then again, it's good for you to learn.
Do you think, your college experience, do you think it relates to all the other athletes around the campus? Like not only your teammates in basketball, but you think the college experience is the same for the football players, for the people on the swimming team and soccer team and all that?
I would say it's a little different. I've actually talked about this in a class of mine where people think that mainly basketball and football players get a lot more attention, and they get whatever they want to say, more gear, just everything that we want. But that's not really true. Like I said earlier, we work for everything we do, but I would say that probably football and basketball get a little more attention, and they, are thought of higher by people on campus. So some people may think we're conceited and all that, but we're all just down to earth people. I know everybody on our team is. I don't know about all the other athletes, but I think all of our guys are nice to everyone on campus.
Okay. Well, that's basically it for today. This is Meyers Leonard and his experience in college and the NBA draft room and what he thinks about it. Do you have anything else to say?
Thank you.
The high school kid is the number 5 pick in the NBA draft. Kevin Garnett, 19 years old.
Select Charles Barkley.
We know differently, and here's David Stern with the announcement.
Pick, select Patrick Ewing.
Select John.
Pick in the 2003 NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select LeBron James.
With the first pick in the 1992 NBA draft, the Orlando Magic select Chicago Bulls pick Michael Jordan of the University of North Carolina.
With the first pick, Utah Jazz select from the University of Illinois.